Alright. Part 1, save Cali 148, 1 through 77, 0701 20. Alright, we're going to do it. Start now. As evaluated in 39 is a 39. And that's it, we're done. 39. So as evaluated in 39 is 39, and the answer is we're done. You can also use one of these machines if you know how to use it. It's a TI calculator, or any calculator you want, graphing calculator. Anyway, if you want. So now, next one. Add negative 12 plus 8. That's going to give you a negative 4. Okay? A negative 1 and a positive 1. 1 minus 1 is going to give you a 0. 13 minus 7. You can do it in the calculator if you want to, but 13 minus 7 is going to give you a 6. 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4 is going to give you a negative 1. Subtract the two numbers. Negative 6 and negative 7 is going to be a negative 13. Negative 6 and negative 7, both are negative signs. Add them up. Negative 13. Perform the indicator operation. Positive 4 to negative 3 is a negative 12. A positive to a negative is a negative. Find the product. 4 times 15. 4 times 15 is 60. Positive and positive is still positive. A negative times a negative is going to be a positive answer. Negative 9 times negative 8 is positive 72. Yes, negative to negative is a positive. Use the distributive property to remove the parentheses. 2 times 5 is 10x. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 5 is 10x. 2 times 3 is 6. As to the value of negative 3 is just a 7 over 3. I mean, negative 7 over 3, yep. 7 over 3, and we're done. As to value. Perform the indicator operations. 6 times a negative 9. 6 times a negative 9 is going to be a negative 54. Positive times negative is a negative. This one, a little bit harder because you got to do order operation stuff. Perform the indicator operation. A negative 4 times 8 is negative 32 first. Absolute value of this is going to be a 32. This is from 0. And the negative of that is a negative 32. Perform the indicator operation. 9 over 0 is undefined. If you divide by 0 on the bottom denominator, it's undefined. How about the other way? 0 over 7. Perform the indicator operation. 0 over 7. $0 divided by your 7 best friends. Think about that. It's 0 for everybody. So 0 on top, divided by 7. That's fine. It's a 0. Here we go. A little bit tougher. Divide the rational expression. Divide rational numbers express a quotient as a rational number in lowest terms. Okay. Got it. So, if I were to read this, get the reciprocal of that one first. We flip it upside down. Now I need to break it down. 3 divides 9, 3. 3 divides 3, 1. So 3 times 3 is 9. 25. 5 divides 25, 5. 5 divides 5, 1. So we have 3 times 3 and 5 times 5. Replace them. 3 times 3, 5 times 5. Copy it again. And you see, notice the 3's are gone, 5's are gone. What's left over is only 3 over 5. After we did this prime numbers, that's it. Okay. Next one. Negative 5 is 112. Can't put them together because they're not the same numbers. The other side, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, go on. So now, what can happen here? We have 2 divides 8, 4, 2 divides that, 2 divides that. So we have 2 times 2 times 2. 2 divides that, 2 divides that, 3 divides that. So we have 8 is 2, 2, 2, 12 is 2, 2. LCD is the most. I have 3 2's and a 3. 2, 2 and a 3. That's 24. Gotta make them both in 24. 3 times that is 15, negative 15 over 24. 2 times that is 2 over 24. Put them together as one big fraction. So negative 15 plus 2 is going to give you a negative 13 over 24. We're done. Negative 5 squared means negative 5 to negative 5. A negative to negative is a positive 25. Negative 7 to the 4th. No parentheses, so negative, bring it down. And the 777, 777, so 7 times 7 is 49. Bring them down. That's going to be a 343 times 7 is 2401, negative 2401. Evaluate, find the value expression. Or operations, sure, PEMDAS. 6 minus 1, do that first, parentheses, 5. Multiplication, 2 times 5 is 10. 5 and 10 is a 50, in that order. Simplify. 4 minus 5 is -1. A negative is a positive 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. -3 times 7 is -21. Evaluate the expression. 6 minus minus. So negative and negative is positive. 6 and 9 is 15. 15 divided by 3 is a 5. Let's see this one. 5 plus 5 is 10. 3 times 10 is 30. Now we can add these numbers together. 35. So 3 times 35 is 105. Alright. So now we have, evaluate this with this number here, 7. Put a 7 there, put a 7 there. 7 times 7 is 49. 5 that times that is 35. And bring the 8. 49 minus 35 is 14. Bring the 8. 8 and 14 is 22. Let's see, like terms, combine like terms. 4x and 2x is 6x. We're done. Simplify the following expression, combine like terms. Sure. -6x, -3x, -9x. 7 minus 4 is 7 minus 3 is the 4, yes. So -9x plus 4. Again, put letter like terms. 2x minus 6x, 8x is 6x, yes, -6x. 2x minus that, -6x. 14y minus 6y is 8y, yes. This one, 11z minus 12z is -1z, which is just -z. -9 and 3 is a -6. Bring it down. -z minus 6. Simplify the following. 4x minus 1x and that. So 4x minus 1x is 3. Minus 7 is minus 4. 5 minus 3 is 2. Multiply parentheses first. 8 times that is 8x. 8 times that is minus 40. So we have 1x and 8x, 9x, and then minus 40. 5 times 1z is 5z. That's 30 and minus 6z. So 5z minus 6z is -1z plus 30. And -1z is just -z. 8 times 1z is 8z. 8 times 3 is 24. -4 times that is -12. That times that is -4. So 8z minus 12z, -4z. 24 minus 4 is 20. -3 times 3 is -9x. -3 times -6 is 18. -1, there's nothing to put on -1. Times that is -6. That times that is -1. -9x, -6x, -15. And 18 minus 1, 17. Alright, this one. Determine which of the following numbers are in the domain of the variable. Let's test it. Put a 0 in there. 7 over 0 plus 7. That's 7 over 7. Fine, it's 1. What about the other one? -7. On the bottom, where the x is. 7 over -7 plus 7. 7 over 0. It's undefined. Division by 0, you can't do that. No. Next one. How about -1? -1 plus 7. 7 over 6. Good. Yes. How about 4? 7 over 4 plus 7 is 11. 7 over 11. Yes, that's good too. Evaluate the given algebraic expression for with x equals 8. So 8, put it in there for the x. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 and that is 49. Evaluate the following expression for the given value. Put a -5 in there for all the x's. So a -5 to -5. 25 times that is a -50. That times that is going to give you a -15. Bring this -6 down. This and this is -65. Bring -6 down, and that's going to give you -71. Evaluate absolute value of 5x minus 2 if this is the number for x. Put a number in there. 5 to -4, -20 minus 2. Absolute value of -22 is a 22, and we're done. Take 6z minus 4z. Put those together. It's going to be -10z, and then bring the 3 down. It's done. Yes. Simplify the following expression by combining like terms. So 9z minus 13z is -4z. 4 minus 7 is -3. Simplify the following expression by combining like terms. X squared is x squared, so we have 2 of that. It's going to be 11x squared, and that one's going to give you -3x. 5 times 1 is 5v. 5 times 3 is -15. 2 times that is 10. 2 times that is -2. So 5v plus 10v is 15v. -15, -2, -17. Square of 63. I can't do it like that, so break it. 2, 3, 5, 7, so on. Keep going. 3 divides it, 3 divides it, 7 divides it. So we got 63 is 3 times 3 times that, or 63 is 9 times 7. Replace it. So we can go 9 times 7. Square root of that is square root of 9, square root of 7, and then this one is going to be 3. That one, leave it alone. The lengths of the legs of the right triangle given. These are the legs in the hypotenuse right here from the Pythagorean theorem. So 16 squared, 63 squared is going to be that number and that number. Add those numbers together, you're going to get 4225. So square root of the left side, square root of the right side. So this is going to be 65 equals what? C. So this is going to be what? The hypotenuse is going to be 65. Find the area A and circumference C of the circle radius 10. Okay, that's fine. A equals pi r squared, 10 in there. 10 times 10 is 100, 100 times that, 100 pi, the area. Circumference equals 2 pi r. So 2 pi times 10 is 20 pi. Find the area of a triangle with a height of 3 inches, base is 8. Base height. Area equals 1/2 base height. So 8 times 3 is 24. Half of that is going to be 24. 1 times this. 24 over 2 is a 12. Simplify that by adding polynomials. Add these together. Just take out parentheses. The plus doesn't change anything. X squared and x squared is 8x squared. X and x is going to be 12x. And then 3 and minus 11 is going to be minus 8. Simplify by adding the express your answer is a single polynomial in standard form. Alright. Again, there's a plus. So we just take out the parentheses. So now we have x squared minus 6x squared. And we have a 1x squared here. So let's go from there. 9 minus 10x, 1x squared minus 5 plus 4x minus 6x squared. 1 minus 6 is negative 5. 10, negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6. And 9 minus 5 is 4. So now multiply these numbers. Put 1 powers there. So 3 times that is minus 6. At the power, 1 and 7. And the power, 1 and 6. And that's going to be negative 6. X to the 8. Y to the 7. At the powers. Use distributive property, remove parentheses. Negative 2 times that is negative 2x. And negative 2 times negative is a positive 18. Multiply, simplify the expression. Put a 1 there. That times that is going to be 7. 1 plus 2 power. And that's going to be 1 plus 1. It's like a 1 right there, if you want to think about it. Okay. So 1 plus 1. So we have 7x to the third plus 14x to the second plus 14x. Find the product of this. Put a 1 there. And these are 1s if you want to put 1s in there. Sure, you can do that. Why not? Alright, ready? So, negative 2 times that is negative 8. Add the power 4 and 2. And B, leave it alone. That times that one is negative 8. A, 4 plus 1. B plus 1 plus 1. And the last one is going to be positive. Negative and negative is a positive. A, 4. And B, 1 plus 4. Add the number of powers. That's going to be negative 8x6, B1. Negative 8, A5, B2. 2A4, B5. And you don't need the 1 power here. Just write it. Negative 8A6B minus 8A5, B2 plus 2A4, B5. Find the product of these guys. X times x, x squared. X times 7 is 7x. 5 times that is 5x. 5 times that is 35. Add these numbers together. X squared plus 12x plus 35. Use the FOIL method. Sure. 5 times 5 is 25x squared. That times that is negative 5x. That times that is 30x. That times that is negative 6. So we have 25x squared. 30 minus that is 25x minus 6. 25x squared plus 25x minus 6. Find the product. 7a times a, 7a squared. That times that is going to be 42ab. That times that is going to be negative ab. That times that is going to be negative 6b squared. This is a 1. There's nothing there. 7a squared. 42 minus 1 is 41ab. And then minus 6b squared. Find the product of polynomials. A times that is 5a cubed. A times that is 4a squared. A times that is negative 2a. That times that is negative 35a squared. That times that is negative 28. And that times that is a positive 14. 5a cubed. 4a squared minus 35 is negative 31a squared. Negative 2a, negative 28a is negative 30a plus 14. 5a cubed, negative 38, 1a squared minus 38 plus 14. The next one's kind of long, so this is, hey. So the first times the first is that one. First times the second one is that one. First times the third one is that one. Next one, 4 times that one, 4 times that one, 4 times that one gives you the next 3. And the last one, 2 times this one is 10. 2 times this one is a 12, and 2 times this one is the 10. Put them together, we're going to end up with 5x4, 26x cubes, cubes and cubes, and squares, squares and squares and square them together, 39x squared, and then plus 32x plus 10. Yeah, it's kind of long, didn't fit the paper. Sorry about that. This one, find the product using differences to it. 7x and 7x, 49x squared, that turns out minus 14x, that turns out is 14x, that turns out is a negative 4. These are gone, 49x squared minus 4. Multiply x minus 10, x minus 10 twice. So x squared minus 10x minus 10x, and then positive 100. X squared minus 20x plus 100. Next one. Find the product. 2x plus 2, 2x plus 2. 2x times that is 4x squared. That times that is 4x. That times that is 4x. 2 times that is 4. So we have x squared, 4 and 4 is 8x plus 4. So this one, put a 1 power there. So 5 times negative 5, negative 25. x2 and x5, add them together. y1, y, add the powers. So we have 20, 25, x is 7, y to the 4. Alright, next one. Put a 1 power there. 5 times that is 5. x1 and 2, add the 2 powers. That times that is 35. Add the powers, 1 and 1. And that times that is 20x. So now 5x cubed plus 35x squared plus 20x. It's this one. X times x, x squared. X times that is 6x. That times that is 9x. That times that is 54. So we have x squared plus 15x plus 54. Combine the like terms right here in the middle. Find the product. X times that x squared, x times that negative 8x, that times that is 10x, that times that negative 80. So x squared, 10 minus that is 2x, x squared plus 2x minus 80. We're done. It's a full method. 3x times that is 15x squared, 3 times that is negative 3x, that times that is 25x, that times that negative 5. So we have 15x squared, 25 minus 3, 22x minus 5. 12 times that, 132, 12 times that, 120x, that times that is this number, and that times that is this number. So now, put this one first, negative 130x squared, then these guys right here, negative 23x, and then the 32, 132 at the end. 4a times a, 4a squared, that times that, negative 12ab, that times that, 5ab, that times that, negative 15b squared. Put these guys together, 4a squared minus 7ab minus 15b squared. Find the product. X times x, x cubed, x times that, 2x squared, x times that, 8x. 4 times that, 4x squared, 4 times that, 8x, 4 times that, 32. X cubed, bring it down. 2x squared, 4x squared, there it is. 8x and 8x is 16x plus 32. X cubed, 6x squared, 16x plus 32. 4a times that is 32a cubed. 4a times that one is 8a squared. 4a times that one, 16a. Negative 6 times that, negative 48a squared. That times that one, minus 12a. And the last times the last is a positive 24. 32a cubed, combine like terms, this one and this one. It's going to be negative 4a squared. And then this one and this one give me negative 28a plus 24. 32a cubed minus 48 squared minus 28 plus 24. Find the product of polynomials. This one times this one is 4x cubed. That one times that one is 6x squared. That one times that one is 12x squared. That one times that one is 18. 4 times that, 8x. 4 times 3, 12. 4x cubed, leave it alone. Squares and squares together, 18x squared. X and x together, 26 plus 12. A long one. So first times first, there it is. First times second, there it is. First times the next one, there it is. And then this middle one times the next one. And the middle one times the next one. And the middle one to the next one gives you the next 3. And then finally, negative 4 times this one. Negative 4 times the middle one. And negative 4 times the last one. There it is. Put them together. 64x to the 4th. 46x cubits. Square, square, square. Put them together. Negative 38x squared. And then negative 24x. X's and x's. There they are. And then 8, negative 8, just bring it down. Find the product of 3. Split the last 3. The last 2 right here first, and these 3. So that's on that b squared, that's on that 3b, that's on that negative 1b, that's on that negative 1, negative 3. So we have So now this and this can give you 2b. So now we have b squared plus 2b minus 3. Now b times that is b cubed. B times that one is that one, 2b squared. That times that minus 3b. This times this is negative 4b squared. That times that is negative 8b. That times that positive 12. b cubed right there. 2b squared minus 4b squared is negative 2b squared. Negative 3, negative 8, negative 11b plus 12. X times x, x squared. X times that is 4x. That times that negative 4x. That times that negative 16. 4's and 4's are gone. So we have x squared minus 16. Done. X plus 11 squared means twice. X plus 11, x plus 11. X and x, x squared. X times that 11x. That times that is 11x. And that times that is 121. So x squared plus 22x plus 121. 2y minus 7, 2y minus 7 twice. So 2 times that is 4y squared. That times that is negative 14y. Negative 14y plus 49. So 4y squared, this is going to be a negative 28y plus 49. 4y squared minus 28y plus 49. 2c plus 3g, 2c minus 3g. So that times that is 4c squared. That times that is negative 6g. That times that is positive 6cg. That times that is negative 9g squared. Put them together. These are gone. 4c squared minus 9g squared. 5x plus y squared means twice. So 5 times 5, 25x squared. That times that is 5xy, 5xy, and the last one y squared. 5 plus 5, add them together. 25x squared plus 10xy plus y squared. So that times that is a cubed. That times that is 6a squared. That times that is 36a. This one, 6a squared. This one is negative 36a. This one is 216. But look, negative 6a squared, positive 6a squared, gone. Positive 36a, negative 36a, gone. So what's left over, I see, is a cubed minus 6 plus 16. That's it. That's what's left over.